What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another VOD review breakdown. Today we're going to be talking about G2 Esports versus Leviatán in that lower finals. How did G2 end up getting their revenge? Leviatán had a really good start to this series. We're going to see them winning both of G2's map picks on Bind and Icebox, but G2 show some really impressive resilience. And this is also the game where VALORANT and ASCENT are going to tie for that kill record of 101 kills in a best of 5. So nothing too crazy on the pistol round here, but it is the first round that I like to break down. Just kind of like showcasing, what to expect on this map of Bind. Notice how VALORANT is by himself here in this long B position, right? On these defensive pistols, on this Bind map, a lot of teams are gambling, okay? A lot of gambling is going on, a lot of 4-1s, a lot of flooding, okay? A lot of teams aren't going to do anything too crazy off rip, but they are going to have like these silent stacks and these gambles trying to bait people to come up into them. So that's kind of what is going to happen from G2 here, where, again, Leviatán is also going to gamble a little bit. Definitely a thing that happens with this Gecko Sky comp. Everybody's trying to get close to those choke points and pop, throwing everything in the air. The satchels, the smokes are dropping. The flash, the dizzy, the wingman are coming out. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of util sometimes are just being thrown at one exchange, and we're going to showcase another kind of like anti-plant strategy that G2 has on this A bomb site that anybody can take advantage of. Slowly working up here. Wall and orb are going to go up. Again, notice how G2 isn't freaking out right now, right? They're not going to try to like peek through this wall and flash through it and kill them. No, they want them to come into us, right? Guys, let them come up here. One spotting shower, one spotting the back of truck, or, one spotting the front side of short. Okay, we know they can be up there, but that's fine. Let them in. So well done letting them into the bomb site here. Here's the big utility trade. Now there's a little kind of miscommunication here from Leviatán. Notice how Calm is going to drop into this pocket and use his wolf, and Aspas is going to be the only person to follow it, right? So I think either Tex or Mazzino need to be there with him, either throwing wingman on the ground or not doing it at all, because when he goes through here by himself, he's just going to get traded, and with that orb and Viper Molly combo on the ground, you're not getting past that anymore, right? So unable to get a kill with this wolf and the Roomba going through, and this is the beginning of Leviatán's downfall here. Again, making the mistake of kind of like going into the U-Haul position. You need kind of like a clear-cut goal on what you want to do when you're going to hit this bomb site, right? Are we going to go for U-Haul, pause, and then go for shower after? Are we going to go for shower instantly and ignore U-Haul? Not really on the same page here. Mazzino, the guy peeking first, ends up having to reload and peak last. Jonapy gets a nice 3K here, and King's left in the clutch. So again, good showcase of G2, a very strong fundamental team. Same page, same goal. Okay, Leviatán kind of starting this in a weird spot where a couple people doing a couple different things, and no one was really fully together. Similar with the pistol round that I showed you here. Nothing too crazy going on, but what do you notice on the defending side? Okay, a 1-4 setup, another 1-4 setup. Okay, this is kind of like the state of this map. We're on the bonus. G2 won the pistol, so they're going to repeat their pistol on the bonus round. A very common trend here. Another gamble stack, right? And Leviatán are going to be able to go into the bomb site. Again, nothing too crazy happens here, being that they're on weaker weaponry and gambling. They're going to be able to lose this bomb site. Leviatán's going to be able to get in. But again, I do want to showcase this kind of like pattern to you guys with all the demos we're watching, okay, in all the regions, right? This is just a very common trend that's happening. And remember, you got to take advantage of it, and you got to realize it in these moments, whether you're competing, you're playing ranked, whatever it is. So TP's going to come in here, they're going to get punished, Molly's going to deny the flood, and then again, Leviatán's going to get a nice kind of economic little snowball here. I think they only lose one person. Jonapy ends up saving his Bulldog, or no, he goes for a peek. Okay, so he lost 2, so that's good from Jonapy. And he ends up living, so nice damage there. And again, those are the type of bonus rounds we're seeing, and this is the kind of defensive setup that we're seeing on Bind as well, these gambles. Profiling. We've talked about it before. If this is your first time hearing it, I'll do a quick breakdown of it. Profiling is where you are building a profile on the game, on the match, based on the details that you are able to kind of like break down. Okay, it starts in agent select, right? What comp are they running? What agents do they have? What util do those agents have, right? What are they strong at? What are they weak at? There's mid-round details. How much money they have. What does that mean for their weaponry? Are they going to be saving? Do they have ops? Are they close to ults? Do they have ults? Behavioral details. How aggressive is someone? How passive is someone? How can we abuse this player? right? So we're going to see that come out from Leviatán here. They're profiling on their pistol round. What smokes did they drop? Triple smokes, and they went for a shower take, but they couldn't do it because he had backside help, right? So there really wasn't any kind of like win con for them other than kind of like not necessarily getting lucky, but just trading out and hoping that G2 give them the fights. So we're gonna see that adaptation come out on round 4. Okay. So again, these guys have only seen one instance of this. So we're gonna see that adaptation come out on round 4. This is great calling, this is great profiling from the guys on Leviatán. So watch how the entering changes. Waiting for the orb to land. It lands. Cycle's gonna go up. Getting to the close wood box. Wolf coming in, Stim coming in, ready to go. So do you see how we change it here? So our old pathing against this orb was everybody coming out here and trying to go showers, okay? Profiling. All right, they're doing an anti-plant orb, guys. We can't let them get value out of that. We have to deal with that anti-plant orb. So now they're going to prioritize this U-Haul position. Okay, the Wolf's going to come in, the Mosh is going to come in, they're going to be forced back, and we have these deep smokes falling. So again, great call from Leviatán. This is a, good read here. Unfortunately, G2 are just going to hit a couple nice shots, and at the end of the day, it's just how it's going to go sometimes. Valen is anti-flashing that smoke, comes out, peeks. He's going to get 2 here. Really well played from Valen. Jonah's going to get 1, and the TP's going to come through. Sky ult's going to come through. We use ults to win rounds. It was a 4v2 when he ripped it, but Com died. And Tex is just in a pretty unwinnable position here. So again, I really like the adjustment from Leviatán instantly, but unfortunately just a really, well, not unfortunately, just really well played from G2, especially from Valen, just being disruptive, right? Not giving you shit. I have an opportunity to make a play, I'm going to take it. Another short contact round here, a super common trend you're going to see on this blind attacker side. Unfortunately, Valen's going to get caught off here. I'm not going to say that this is what happens when you, play with confidence, but at the end of the day, when you are face checking stuff like this and you are feeling it, you are going to get caught out occasionally. I just wish he did this on better timing with the Wolf going down long B, right? So Jonah P is going to Wolf here. When he sees nothing long, then Valen would know not to take this fight anymore, right? They're probably short, they're probably shower, or they're outside hookah. Okay, we've eliminated one of the lanes. I now know that I should probably play the weak side and not fight. The orb is going to be down, so he's going to be holding it. And again, like the Wolf is coming out here. So 2 more seconds on this play, right? Maybe just waiting for that Wolf to get down long, and he won't get punished here. The Leviatán are now going to be able to be in a position to win this thrifty, right? In a 5v4, and they're going to be able to get the bomb down. I see as an outlaw here, unfortunately. Nade is going to bug. I mean, that's just pretty awesome, That's just pretty awesome that there's just an unlimited amount of random textures and things in the game that just make things just bounce and just go completely out of control. Like it's literally a rubber ball. Like you're literally throwing a rubber ball at a wall and it just bounces crazily, right? It's just got to be fixed. The trim, like the design of stuff, I don't understand why the texture is so buggy, but it is. Nade is going to miss. Bomb's going to go down. 5v4 situation. Standard practice on an eco. The enemies are going to be playing towards that U-Haul side. Tex is actually face checking it by himself right now. Aspas comes over to him. Tread's going to use an ult from heaven. Oof, if that flash went a little deeper, he would have cleaned everybody up there. Trades are going to kind of be missed here. Leaf's going to get nice 2 kills, but he's going to be left in a 1v3. He gets his first, almost gets his second. He had Wingman, that was close, but nice round from Leviatán and just a little miscommunication from G2 there. G2 invests the Thrash into their bonus round, and they're going to lose in the post plan, making it 8-7 here. Leviatán now on their first gun round. Okay, I'd like to showcase the fact that they do have the Seekers online here, and they are really bought down to not necessarily bare bones, but they're getting low here, right? Money is not the best. Okay, this is going to be like a really good round to win. If we win this round, if we get some kills, the showstopper will come online. Okay, all these ults are almost halfway through or just about there, and you're either going to catch up or start beating these guys, depending on how many kills you're getting and if they're saving, etc. What I don't understand is this call to walk push short here. Again, could be like an anti, could be something like that that I'm not aware of, which is totally okay. But when the attackers don't have crazy ults, I'm kind of confused like what the idea is to like get in their face like this, right? They've known to be a good attacking team on this map. I don't think that giving them freebies and stuff like that is going to be a good strategy, but we're going to see Leviatán just kind of like walk down short here on timing and just get killed. So Aspas and Tex here. Com's going to get some info along B, and to be honest with you, I think that's going to inspire this walk to happen. I think that they might, now since it's been a ping long B, I think they might only think that the Viper is here. But Valen is here helping support, and we're going to see this fight come through in a second now. One peeking left, one peeking right. Valen's going to get a kill, and then Com's going to die either jump spotting or jiggling. So for Com, I don't know why he needs to jump spot this anymore, right? You got the ping that they're there. Okay, that's probably the info that you need. Maybe evolve the setup. You know, whatever spots you want to play, just talk about it. Get ready to use your wolf or maybe your second flash based on something that was happening over here. Now, if Com were to wolf, right, and Aspas and Tex were back in these further positions by the TP and by the box, and he saw 4 people, now we have calculated aggression short A, right? Not just like 10 seconds in, you know, my ranked teammate on Reyna just walk pushing something. So again, a little confusing of an approach from Leviatán here. They're going to be instantly dropped into this 3v5 on their first gun round, basically. And we're going to hear the casters kind of highlight that as well. Baiting a refight, baiting a 50-50 long. Valen's kind of sitting around checking for pushes. He's going to call out that they just picked up a gun. And they're just going to cut noise. This is a very standard protocol in the man advantage. Okay, the lesser amount of players will usually take a risk. Could be walk pushing something, could be walking through a smoke. Okay, there's a lot of options that they have. G2 are just sitting here trying to play their numbers and not get caught off by any bullshit. So again, you know, where are we? We're not 1-1-1-1-1. We have a group of 3 and we have a group of 2 playing together.
You're expecting Lev to try to make advantages, almost forced to make some kind of risky play. It's so cautious.
Smoke's going to come out short A. Leaf's going to be sus. He's going to walk up. I believe this came out in a comms video or something like that, but this is another standard kind of like protocol that this team has. I think the keyword that they use for this is pineapple. When someone calls for pineapple, basically what it means is that they are going to solo fake the other side of the map in the big man advantage, while the other players are ready on the other side of the map to react accordingly. So, for example, if Leaf is to walk up into this A bomb site right now and get killed by 2 people, they know there's only 1 guy on B and they're going to speed it up. If Leaf is going to walk into this bomb site and he's going to see no one, right? They have a couple options. They can either beeline it back to him and group with him because they think that there's people on B. Okay, they can pump B by throwing a bunch of util and dropping some smokes and scaring them and seeing if they throw anything back. Maybe they throw a nade, maybe they throw a molly at us, right? Now we kind of know there's 2 people there, and there's only 1 guy A, and we can go back to him through the TP or something. So we're going to see that kind of come out here. Leaf's going to sit. He's going to say that there's nothing. He probably thinks it's a solo guy shower based on that smoke. He probably thinks there's a guy shower, and they're spotting, and he's spotting short. And G2 are going to cheat back over here. Stim's going to go down. They're going to run in. This is going to be a 3v5 situation. Dizzy's going to go in. Wingman's going to go in. 3 people facing, holding him. And he's going to get the plant down here. NATO's a little late. Trent collects his rechargeables. And now they're just going to reset. We have a double U-haul set up with a couple of people clearing the flank and playing the post. Time's going to get a little low here, or not now, but soon. They have a lot of work to do. This is going to be a great starting 2K from King here. He's going to tap the bomb to scare him, and he's got a couple people facing with him. Molly's on the bomb. They know they can't be defusing, and with that detail, look at G2, right? They're deep, they're back, they're only punishing people who are peeking into them. They're not on top of the box and peeking out short, all this other crazy shit. They know the bomb is mollied, they're fine. Man advantage back to G2. Now it's even again. 2v2. Still haven't tapped. Don't even have to peek yet. They end up double swinging. 1v1 situation for Mr. Trent. Very well played. Gets him off the bomb instantly. Sits him down and TPs. So really nice round to be able to break down and highlight there. A lot of interesting strategies used. G2 are now going to be put in a spot where they're going to lose their second thrifty of this map. I don't want to say that if they lost the first one and this one that they would have won by now, but I'm pretty confident in saying that. They suffered a lot of damage losing these 2 rounds, and I think this is the reason why they let this map slip. We're going to see a contact play come out from showers here. Very, again, like anti-strat oriented, because I don't feel like this is like a standard. I feel like using abundant amount of utility, right, and making the enemy push back, make them work hard, right, not give them anything, is a way better practice than this. We're going to see a super standard strat from Leviatán here. They have a double flash trap long B, and they have a person spotting showers, right? So win-win. Okay, you guys want to come along? We have a flash trap for you. Okay, you guys want to go showers? We're going to TP on you and, you know, try to kill you with our short-range guns. So boxing yourself into a small room like this, right? Close quarters is always going to, you know, end bad basically for them. I don't think that they get enough info in this round to make this decision that they should be walking up in showers, but they do. We're going to see this kind of like mistimed peek come in. First blood, dropping Jonah, which is a huge person to kill. And now we're in a 4v4 situation. King's trying to fight the weak side player. Now the TPs come through. What's the reaction, right? We don't play standard anymore. We don't plant default anymore, right? Like they're probably saying, let's go back site, let's go back site. These guys are revealing their position, let's go back site. So something, again, you know, standard that we're going to see here. Trent's going to throw wingman. They're going to double face. Molly's going to come through onto this guy. Trent's going to take a gamble that he was vulnerable. His right click ends up missing here. I mean, I can't lie. I would do the same exact thing. At the end of the day, this is just a little bit of RNG, and King hits a fucking incredible shot there. So, you know, definitely unfortunate. Man advantage swings back to Leviatán. And then now it's even again. 3v3. The only place they have control of is U-Haul. They could be flanked. They could be showers. They could be spawn. They could be backside, right? So really fucking terrible, like, feeling for G2 right here when you're just like suffocated like this. This is nice from Leaf. He's going to move his orb forward so they have a little more space to play with. Skyalt's going to go in, and now it's going to see kind of everybody in U-Haul. Tech's going to pick off Leaf. 3v2 situation now. Ults have been used to try to salvage this round. Valen peeks on time and gets one. Tex trades him out. Icy on 20 HP. No space to go. So G2 just confining themselves in these bad positions and not necessarily taking fights that were bad, just not really taking fights that you want to see on a round like this, right? Brawling this guy in U-Haul, brawling this guy close showers, getting TP crunched on, causing a reaction, okay? So things you want to avoid when you are on this type of round. An anti-strat or a protocol you're going to see all the time with the defensive Viper's Pit is you're going to try to go to his bomb site, right? The reason you're going to want to do that is because usually the op is on the other side of the map, or the trap or the control is on the other side of the map, right? So we can kind of confirm our suspicions here with 3 people. G2 don't necessarily know this. This is probably either, again, an anti-strat or a protocol or just a nice call from someone who's saying it. The Viper's Pit short A is kind of, not bad, but just troublesome, right? Being able to get out showers and being able to get crunched is like really tough, especially when there's someone waiting for you on that other side. We're going to see G2 take advantage of that and get to the 5v3 and then toss it away. Flashes are going to come out. There's going to be no kind of like stopping power on shower, which is confusing as well. Jonah P's going to get a first blood onto Com, and then another kill onto King. So a lot of ults come out here. Okay, we're going to back it up just a second so we can kind of see what ended up happening here. There's going to be a lot of ults coming out. So again, Com dies to a bunch of util. Okay, King takes a 50-50 instantly, trying to stop this bomb from getting planted or whatever it was. Jonah's going to get another nice kill. 5v3 situation. We have control of A site. Let's reset, okay? What's going to happen? Rocket is going to come through the TP with the Thrash, with a Brim ult landing here. So they just blew up this entire position, right? We have a huge separation going on here. We only have the bench area to work with. We're Brim ulted, we're thrashed, we're rocketed, we're getting chased down. We need help. We have 2 people in this backside extension, and we have another guy short A. Okay, so how are we going to help these players? What are we going to do? They're going to try to get into this corner. Aspas is actually going to use this rocket and it's going to get nothing. Okay, straight down the middle. 5v2 now, right? Now we kind of need to like reset. The people who are in positions where they weren't at risk need to stay there, right? We can't like lose anything here, okay? Let the guys who are fighting and are in a shitty spot and low HP die, and we can salvage the round. Tex is going to mosh. We're going to use the Viper's Pit in the 5v2. Mosh is going to land shower, trying to dodge it. He's going to die. Trent's going to panic and spam. Valk's going to get shut down. Now Trent's going to die. Okay, now it's a 2v2. Jonah's reflanking shower. Icy's U-Haul. Bomb is planted back triple. Okay, we're in trouble now. Wingman goes on the bomb with the smoke. Dizzy to protect him. Icy can't get the spam off. Ends up losing the gunfight. Jonah flashing. Gets him off the bomb. But he's 1 HP and has to reload. Mazina's going to take a gamble, and he's going to defuse. So really, it's hard to tell what goes wrong here, but I just think a little bit of kind of like rooted feet from G2 here, right? If we're gonna move and help, we got to do it together. And if we're not, which I'm not against, I think it's okay to let them die. We just got to make sure we're looking for the 50-50 timings, right? That can happen. He can walk out spawn. He can walk out heaven, right? We do have the flank covered, okay? We know that one is in the TP room, okay? So we just really need to find this brim and just chill and just take it easy. Again, a lot of ults here, not an easy situation by any means. Let's watch this one more time here. Mosh going out here. Mazino has now walked out heaven, so with this Viper's Pit, we all get in it, right? Which is probably like the downfall of it all. I think we just need to push and trade this guy and stop showing him so much respect. Again, Mosh is on the ground. It's difficult to do that, I understand. The pit's going to drop. Mazino now has his 50-50 timing with the pit down. Okay, Texas a nice shot there. Mazino punishes Trent. 2v2 again. Remember, when the wingman is going on the bomb here, something that you can always just take advantage of is that the wingman will always be directly on top of the bomb. Okay, if the bomb is a triangle like it is here. Okay, do we see the shape of this? If the bomb is a triangle like this, the wingman will always be right there. Never here, never there, never there, never there. He'll always be sitting right on top of it. So if we get a nice solid ping and take our time, I think Icy needs to be able to get this spam, okay? Get him off the bomb, reset the situation. Jonah now can like walk out and help. But again, with all those rounds, with all that heckiness, G2 really lose sight of this and lose a 5v2 situation. Map on the line here for Leviatán. What are we going to see happen? Exactly what we wanted to see happen in the prior round. Do we remember when they walked down short A and got punished, right? They didn't have any ults they needed to get in front of. They didn't really have a reason to get aggressive other than the fact that they wanted to. Here, we see the other end of that on very good timing. We are going to take our timing out of hookah because look at the ults we are up against. Okay, we cannot let these guys just play. The moment they exec or get a bomb site or get an orb, they're going to get a fourth one online, right? They already have Pit, Thrash, and Orbital Strike. We don't have anything, okay? We don't have anything. We need to take a little risk here. We need to get aggressive. We need to fight for map space. So this is a really nice call from Leviatán. G2 feeling the pressure a little bit here. Really wanted to close out their first map. They've had a lot of mistakes that have slowed them down. This should have been a win a while ago. Ass is going to get on a good timing. Watch this timing here. Valen watching the entire time up until the last moment. Asfat's going to get two, instantly punishing. Mazino has his market. It's going to get killed by Leaf. Culm's going to instantly leave. King's going to say that I can control A. Don't worry about it. Really nice play from Leviatán, and again, a good read. Flash for long, no scans. We're playing strong side B with King weak side A. I mean, look at the risk that like King is limiting here, right? You don't see him up here 50-50 gunfighting one of these guys, right? You see him in spawn, trusting his team in the 4v2, trusting that they have the ability to retake this bomb site, and being able to really just show, okay, why this is such a great team. They're okay with sacrificing personal play. They're okay with leveraging risk like this. That's the discipline, and that's the, again, fundamental understanding that you need to have at this level.
It's inevitable at this point, isn't it?
This is going to sneak away. They now have a full confirmation that it's going to be A with that running. They suspect Leaf is out. Again, with the detail of that Leaf is out, look at Leaf. Okay, let's back up 5 seconds. Look at Leaf. Look at him clear everything here. He's through U-Haul. He's looking back truck. He's looking heaven. He's looking spawn. He's looking back site. He's looking spawn. He's looking back site. He's looking shower. He's looking default. He's looking spawn. He's in pipes. He's jiggling. He doesn't see anybody. He's like, damn. Damn, this guy is obviously just holding for me somewhere, and I can't keep pushing, bro. We're just gonna have to plant for backside and just try to win it. So the pipe ult comes out here. Bomb is planted. Icy has a nade. Okay, it's gonna be a little difficult to protect Leaf in this situation, especially when you have your nade. I think that they need to play not really two together, especially at the start of this. But towards the end, definitely want to start taking some risk and walking out of the ult and shit like that. The flank time is going to be really fast here, and that's what's going to catch Icy off. He had no idea that they walked out hookah on the timing that he ran away. 1v4 for Leaf. Pretty much unwinnable, but the guy's been having a fucking game, and he's been on fire lately. So we're going to go to overtime. So if anyone remembers our 100 Thieves breakdown on this map, a approach that they brought that was very successful was splitting, okay, with this mid wall, with this hull wall, okay? They were constantly splitting this A bomb site when they went here, so this Astra Star got no value. Why do you want to split against this Astra? You might be asking. You want to box him out. You want to attack him from both sides, okay, where he doesn't have anywhere to actually run. The only place he can be is in that star, right, in that smoke. So we're going to see Leviatán call for like a misdirection play here. They have both of their initiators working B pretty aggressively. Okay, it's going to cause the rotation from Trent over there, and now Icy's going to get caught lacking here on this position. Probably just expecting one person like lurking. He's just jiggling here. He's going to get caught off now by Aspas with a nice first blood. Jonah, look at this. Look at Jonah. He's not throwing the round away, right? He's not just sitting there fighting to the death, panicking like a noob, okay? He takes a poke, realizes there's 3 people there, and what is he going to do? He's going to live. He trusts his teammates. He trusts his protocols. He trusts his retake, okay? You need to be able to do this if you want to get to this level. It's not about brute force killing everybody all the time. This person is a great role player on top of just a mechanical kind of like phenom, okay? This guy's a extremely impactful, again, role player and job doer. Okay, it's important to be able to understand that, you know, and apply that when you need to. Jonah, living, does a defensive molly. Doesn't matter if it does 0 damage. What does it do? It stops them from extending on a back sight, where all he has to worry about is this front sight position. His boy Trent is coming around here to help that out as well. Okay, rotations are coming through. Leaf is pushed through, confirms it's not B anymore. Mazzino now kind of bottom mid lurking. Calm holding this hall push until they get like a good count on where everybody was. Jonah again, just being backside by himself, just taking his time. Help is almost here. He switches position. Mazzino's going to get Leaf here. And now playing in the smoke, right? They didn't extend on him. They didn't clear out, right? They didn't have like the power to do so. So again, we didn't box out this smoke, and now he gets to play in it. Now the 50-50 is going to come. Nice timing on the tap. Jonah's going to get 2. Trent's going to get 1 holding his cross. He's going to re-peek on Aspas knowing he's low bullets. Mazzino putting a 1v2. Has to get the bomb. Gets hit once. Again, look at the fundamentals. They're always together. They're always together. They're always together. And we even have Leaf jumping out wide here for Valen to get the trade. Look at this here. I'm jumping wide. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. I'm drawing the crosshair away. Okay. Very well done. So converting a 3v5 there for G2 on their enemy map pick. It's a great start to this half, and it's exactly what they needed. Okay, like a breath of fresh air going into this map. We're going to see a really cool ult play come out from G2 here, comboing aggression with the Hunter's Fury. I think plays like this, especially on defense, are vital for teams who are going to make championship level runs. You need to be able to change the face. You need to be able to get in your opponent's face and really make them respect you and start thinking twice about what they're doing. So double aggression stars are going to drop here. Stun, suck, dart, flash, ult. Ice is going to get a huge 2k entry and immediately make this a 5v3 situation, and then he's just going to get out of here, right? Don't need to do anything more. What happens when we do big time aggression like this? Extremity players take their timing, right? Up mid door, up halls, up A main. Trent is aware of this. He's not going to just lazily peek or jump spot halls in a position like this. He knows that he could be close, right? There's no tripwire over here. So he's just going to instantly drone. Yes, he's droning at 123, but it's a 5v3, right? This is exactly what you want to do when you are in the man advantage. You want to use a button amount of utility. You want to play like you're in the advantage. You want to limit risk. Tech's forced to make a play here. Gets tagged, has to run away. G2 are going to get proactive. We have a 3v1 on this guy now. We're just going to push him and kill him. Mod's going to be short. Tech's going to end up getting 1 here. And now we're going to be dropped into the 2v4, okay? Okay, these guys are efficient in this situation, and we're going to kind of break down how they end up converting this now, even though G2 had an incredible start to this round. King and Mazzino now in the 2v4 understand that Icy was an aggressive B player, so they are going to make their way towards B, thinking that there's only one guy playing there now, holding a line or getting info, or they're just going to leave it up to play retake. So we're going to, we're going to see that come through now. They're slowly going to inch up here. Notice when they get in the bomb site, they don't instantly plant. Why do you not instantly plant when you're in a position like this? You need to go for something, right? You're in a 2v4, okay? They have big ults online. You need to go for something, right? And then if you don't get anything or you get seen going for something, then you can plant and make a play, okay? So the poke is going to come out spawn here. They're end up not going to get anything. They're going to get spotted. They're going to throw a knife to clear ladder, and they're going to plant, and they're going to try to convert this now. Now we're going to see Icy actually rip his ult in this situation, which I think is good. We use ults to win rounds. What I don't like really is this Jonah P separation, right? I don't think that making this play is good just because you're going to be scared of positions like this the entire time. If this were some sort of like Astra Viper clutch that they were up against, I would understand it a little more. Maybe they have Orb Molly, right? Maybe they have the pull. You know, it's kind of like difficult with like all the smokes, and being able to flank is good. I think Jonah P kind of just needs to like abandon this personal play and come out mid door here and work with Valen, or he could have just left with the group, right? Because they have camera and trips on site, and he could have went with the 3 and spawn. So we're not really going to get anything off of the Yor roll. He's going to come out. He's going to park his TP. He wastes some time jumping around this wall, which was unintentionally placed by King. He kind of just threw it. He's going to get out. So we kind of cleared half wall and quad, and then we found one of the players in ladder, right? So not bad, but the pillar position, the emo position, you know, B main, the entirety of ladder is kind of like scary. So not like the most info we gain off of that, and we don't really take a timing with it, right? We're just sitting here kind of like watching, which I'm not like, you know, against. We're gonna put we're gonna put the wall down here to be able to defuse. I don't think that this wall is bad, but with the bomb being planted backside, I think it should kind of like be more in line with half wall to where they can kind of like sit here and hold like the run through. But again, not terrible, just a different idea is all. So the wall is going to go down here. Mazino's going to use his last remaining flash as like a little bit of a pump to reposition, making it seem like he's trying to run through the wall. Kills Leaf. King's going to come through with Mazino getting another. Jodapi's going to be left into the 1v1 here. He's instantly going to orb and get on the bomb with this amount of time. I think it's kind of obvious that this was a fake. If he wanted to fake it, I think he needs to drop it a little earlier. But unfortunately, Mazino's going to convert this kill here. So using kind of like ults in weird scenarios there, not being able to capitalize on them properly, and not playing your numbers was a big part of G2's downfall in that round. Our second pistol round of this game, again, going to go to G2. I mean, this is the best pistol round team in the world. I'm going to try to review all the ones that they do and see, you know, how they convert so many. We're going to see another kind of like misdirection style of play come out here. The orb thrown in mid, the Yor working like this elbow B main position, trying to like cause like reasonable doubt in these players' mind, right? The knife ends up getting a scan over here, and this is a standard Halls walk that you're going to see a lot. They're aware of this, right? They have a camera kind of holding for this. They see someone pushing down now, and now they're going to face together, right? Dink comes through. Trent's going to silently sneak up, kill Aspas and Com, insta 5v3, abandon my personal play. Wall goes up. I'm running into the bomb site and doing my job now. Drone coming out, guys. Get ready to follow. Mizino's going to be stuck in sight, trying to take a fight here. Leaf understands he doesn't need to make this play anymore. He's going to back up and just chill. Mizino's tagged, slowly getting crunched. 1, 2, 3 people facing him. Nice trade comes out here. And again, just that togetherness, right? That ability to react, okay? That ability to cause reactions from the enemy team. Again, we have the orb in mid, feigning like we might be doing something mid. We have our duelist, okay, towards elbow, trying to peek around B, and in this position, trying to make it seem like we're going B. What's our plan all along? To wait for the A main push or wait for the Halls push, and they end up succeeding on that plan. They end up pushing down, they end up getting the kills they want, and they're going to react to the A bomb site and win the round. So well done again from G2. With Leviatán closing out that last map in overtime, especially when it was our map pick, we lost a 5v2. We lost 2 thrifties. So if I was Valen or Josh, the coach, what I would be saying really is, guys, we know what we did wrong, right? We were the ones who lost that map. They didn't win it. You know, we were the ones who lost it, right? So going into that, I'd really like to see that, you know, ironed out, and that, you know, mindset or application of it be really present here. And we're going to see, again, G2 get thrifted here and potentially, you know, give Leviatán a way to run away with this map. Dart's going to come up. Leviatán go for a shock molly play. It's not going to convert. Trent's going to get his orb, and he's going to drone here. So let's pay attention to the scaling, right? Let's talk about the utility and the scaling. I think the wall goes up a little early. I don't think that you need to use the wall here, right? We're kind of like cutting off all of our vision here with this wall, and we're giving ourselves, or sorry, we're giving the enemies really easy ways to get close on us and screw us over here. Com's going to really aggressively try to break this drone. We know that Ivy's clear, right? We fake TP, we clone, we grab well. The scan comes in onto Icy and the wall is dropping. So I can't really tell if we're putting it down to fight or we just ran out of fuel, but I don't know why Icy doesn't know this. I don't know why we aren't using flashes to scale forward and take long-range gunfights here. Com's going to get a first blood here with this reveal. Mazina's going to kill Valen on the cross. Okay, 3v5 situation. Leaf's going to kind of panic in mid here. Take this really like gunfight again that he wasn't ready to take. He gets the kill here. Com gets another with his classic. They're playing together. They're sitting back site. Aspas punishes. 1v4 situation for Jonah. Dead. So again, we're going to break this down with the scaling one more time. We have the drone coming out with the wall up, okay? Can't really see anything with the drone. On a gun round, I think this is totally fine. Why is this fine? You want to protect the drone with the wall. You don't want to stare player to break it, right? But I don't really think that these guys are going to have a lot of deagles on a round like this, right? So the drone should be pretty difficult to break for them, and we just need to see some scaling come out here. So the drone is going to get a tag. Okay, it's going to fully clear out the bomb site, and by the time it dies, there's only one person out of A main, right? So where is Jonah, right? Valen is dropping stars, I understand that, right? Are we going to extend out here with this mid-door star and a flash? Like, what are we going to do? We're not out bricks. We're not out anywhere. So the wall is going to drop. Icy's going to get in front and get revealed. Fumbling over his utility, ends up getting first blooded. Still not out of A main. Another death is going to come through. So scaling problems. I think they were trying to fight this mid-door position with Leaf being there, right? I think that's what their plan was, to like flash through the wall and go. So mismanaged fuel, improper scaling, and missing out on some trade opportunities. Again, really kind of like the downfall of G2 on these rounds when they're playing them. G2 again showing their creativity with these ults and especially being able to combo them. When you get to a position like this in the game, it's not about instantly closing it out. It's about understanding that you need to win 2 rounds and they need to win 6, okay? So stacking your ults up like this is going to be a really good strategy for G2. All they need to do is convert 2 rounds, right? It doesn't necessarily matter which ones. Obviously, you want to try to win every one, but it's okay to lose, you know, some rounds sometimes, right? If they're making plays or they're doing good shit. We're going to see the Astra Wall and your roll come out here. What's a little scary from G2 is that they're almost getting caught out here in this cage by this op. Icy saying, on me, on me, on me. He should be potentially asking for spray here, right? Or just throwing a flash. I don't necessarily think it's worth just letting the opper sit here and post. I think if you're not going to go out on him, which is totally fine, you just need to flash him and just make him run away. Okay, Aspas is going to take a shot here. It's actually going to hit Leaf in the leg for 120. It's going to go down to 5 HP, and because of that, Tex is going to be able to get 2. Hiding from the dart. Aspas gets 1 through the smoke here, and now we are in the 2v4. Com's going to get caught out here. Kind of just like a miscommunication, I think. Com's trying to help Tex in this position. The wall goes up, right? He takes a fight. Com thinks he can sneak in, but Aspas is obviously trying to live here. So, not on the same page, giving G2 their first step into this round. The pit's going to go down in the 2v3. Icy still has both flashes and a clone. Angling out, ends up getting punished. That spot is pretty insane. He couldn't hear it because of the updraft. Drops down. Jonah is now looking to equalize, right? So let's pay attention how Jonah plays in the pit, in the man disadvantage. He's kind of on the extremity of it, trying to punish people who are just walking in. King, rare missed kill. See how he plays this here? He gets on top of the bomb and he instantly mollies directly above him. So he knows that it's going to fall straight down onto the bomb, right? And now he doesn't even need to play here anymore. He's going to kind of back up, understand that Aspas might be in there with a shorty trying to kill him. Molly lands. Ult's getting low. He's going to rip one more. Knows that he can't defuse because he took damage. It's really well played. Okay, we've talked about Jonah being the unsung hero here, but a 1v3 to put them on match point is just fucking insane. If this is your first time watching the G2 Icebox, they're constantly going to give this A position. Okay, they're constantly going to play heavier mid, heavier B, traps over here, reclears over here. They have this A retake, I mean, down to a science at this point. It's not like they necessarily invented it. Okay, this is a running trend on this map, but I think they do it really well, and we're going to kind of break it down here. So, 5v5 situation here. High tide's up, plant's going to go down into the cove. Okay, they're going to get ready to break this down. Their initial kind of like thing that they do here is just chip damage onto the planner and trying to delay him from planning, okay? If they have mollies here, they'll pop him, they'll shock him, they'll mosh, they'll snake bite. Anything to do damage or slow down the plant is good because they want to be in a position where they have 4 or 5 people ready to go. Now,
Tide where
Leviatán, some of them are going to pull out, some of them are going to stay in, okay? Why are some of Leviatán going to stay in? Because you cannot just run away against this comp, okay? They're going to cove, wingman, diffuse, and you're going to lose. You need 1 or 2 people, okay? 410, sight, hell, green box, fighting a little bit so it is disruptive. You don't let them accomplish exactly what they want. So, King is going to miss on leave here. This guy's insane with this outlaw. 4v3 situation with Mazzino getting the trade on him now. Gets another. Trent's going to trade out. 3v2 here. What I was kind of confused about is where was Aspas in this moment. He got like kind of like utiled off a little bit and wasn't able to help. They came out on good timing. He's going to back up here with Tex, who has 1 swarm left. Gets the molly out on the bomb. Isn't even going to be able to pop it, I don't think. He does get it off, excuse me, so Wingman is going to die. 1v3, and you get shut down here. So kind of like slow and methodical here. Let's back it up one more time and break it down again. Shocking damage onto the planner, right? After that, we kind of have the scaling with some of the utility. The drone comes out, the push wall comes out, right? I have a guy peeking in front of it. He gets 1, he gets another, he dies. We get his trade, no worries. Now we can slow it down and use Wingman to defuse, right? Slowly clearing out backside. We're together. 2 on Raptor, 1 watching the rewrap in mid. Okay, we don't see them. We kind of know they're off. Aspas just shot. This guy just threw a molly. Boys, they're both off. Aspas gets caught with the wall dropping. Wingman's on. Gets broken by the alarm or the molly. And he swings into 3 people and dies. Clinical from G2. Well played. Leviatán are going to fail to have good situation recognition here on what they need to do and what the win condition is. Aspas is going to find himself in this really forward spot on the flank. The turret's going to get recalled, and he's going to have a huge timing on G2 here, confirming that they are going to be, right? So we want to be careful, okay, if we are these backside defenders on what we're going to do, okay? King is going to take this timing. He's going to get out to yellow, okay? I kind of like this. He's going to slow them down even more for him to flank, okay? If I'm a Zeno, Tex, Calm, my job now is to make a bunch of noise, bang pots and pans, over here, right? Get these guys' attention, front sight, okay, to back sight, so Aspas can have this really good flank here, and we're going to fail to see that. Zeno's going to run through on random timing and die, and the other 2 are going to watch. Ma's going to go down. King is okay here, even though they're scaling front sight. He's just going to do his best to get 1 or maybe break the plant. Okay, Calm gets a nice kill onto Icy, who's vulnerable. Okay, Mazzino's now swinging through the wall. Are we doing this together, guys, or are we not? It's fine if we are, right? It's fine if that's what we want the play to be, but we have a flank, right? We have a flank. We now have first contact, okay? We have a guy out yellow. We have kills. We have guns shooting through these walls. It means, if you're going to go through, he needs to come through the top and he needs to come through the back right now. And we need to quad face this, right? And kill them right now if we're going to buy time for this flank, okay? But if we're not, which 2 of us aren't, you need to tuck back sight and live. Give away your life for free. Trades come through. The wall and the orb are still up. They finally drop. Rare Aspas whiff here. I wouldn't even call this a whiff. To be honest, this is just a hard target selection. People are jumping. He's going to end up getting 1 here. And now we're going to see again Lev kind of like fail to decide on what they want to do in this situation. Calm, top sight, right? Gets 1, decides to spam his entire clip instead of coming out of the smoke and helping. Tex is sprinting up on the wall. Aspas is stuck in a corner. Okay, I just don't know what we want to do. It started in the 5v5. Are we going to come through together as 4, or are we not? Then you see it again in the 3v3. Are we going to push these guys, right, or are we not? Let's just decide and make it easy, because this is how G2 is going to run away with this game. All right, Leviatán, I have good news and I have bad news. Okay, we're going to break down your B main trap, which I think is really nice, and then we're going to break down you failing to use fundamentals and just peek in a situation where you know they're on eco trying to farm as many kills as you can get. Okay. B main control, slowly gained by G2. Orb's going to go down on this timing. A shock, molly, push wall is going to come in here. It's going to be nice. Excuse me, no shock, just the reckoning. Cove's going to go down. Leaf's going to get the first blood. Trades are going to come out here, and it's going to go back into the way of Leviatán here, okay? So even though it is just a 4v4, they have full control here. They've done a bunch of damage, okay? They've killed Icy. It's going to be really hard for them. Here we are again. We've already seen this happen once with Aspas in this position. He has them fully contained, okay? He's camping the alarm bot. they're stuck, right? What do we need to see from Leviatán in a moment like this? We need to see these players pull out of these positions, okay? Abandon your shit personal plays, get back and play the objective. Okay, if they want to come B, we can spam and stop them from planning, right? We can have a guy snowman, we can have a guy back site, we can have another guy back site, we can have a guy top site, we can have a guy yellow and 2 people back site, okay? Just please don't face them. Just don't give them a way to get back into this round.
Seeking to claim.
Tread's going to jump spot the flank, and knowing that he's possibly contained, sees nothing. Aspas again has full containment here. We know that they are all there. What is this? I mean, what is this, man? If 2 of us are fighting, why isn't the other? Why are we fighting at all? Just back up and play the fucking objective. I mean, this is crap. A great B main trap with an ult invested on a fucking eco round is now going to slip out of control because we wanted to kill people who had sheriffs. Come on, dude. 3v1 situation for Jesus. He's going to get his first. 2v1 situation here. Great composure from Trent. Not freaking out in the spot. He's going to sit. He's going to wait. Valen with a little sound baiting here. Very, very nice from him. Sitting, waiting. Knows he doesn't have to peek. Trent has first. I'm peeking off you, brother. Do your thing. He's going to shut him down. An absolutely deserved round for G2. Leviatán, what am I watching? G2 again in a position to close out the game. They're going to trip and fall over their own mistake here and get this game sent to overtime and then eventually lose it. We're going to see the 4v2 situation come out. Let's point at what we have here. We have Mosh, double shock, double molly. Okay, that's my win condition, right? If I'm Valen, I got to be able to pull out of this personal play. Okay, I understand the timing isn't the best here. He's protecting the plant. It just went down, but now he needs to start backing up since they haven't started to break this cove, right? I'm inching away. I'm trying to get out. Okay, I'm B-hopping. I'm going to maze, whatever it is. Sitting here, taking a 1v1, reveals his position with this cascade, ends up losing a 1. This is actually well played from these two. King is knifing the orb from above, and Tex walks through on the ground, instantly trying to break the mollies if there are any. Now we're going to see kind of like the panic set in. So we mosh pit with a shock. We know they're off, right? We know they're off. Mollies are ready to go, even though there is no orb. We get a detain. We shoot a shock with a molly. We know they're off, right? Now my thrash should be getting ready to come out when I have no mosh, no shocks, and only 1 molly left. Now we're thrashing and like double or triple peeking, right? That's the timing that we're doing it, because we just wasted it at this point. King can't really decide on the 50-50 he wants to take. He's going to try to spam battle with Trent here. Molly is still on. Tex is defusing on the wide here. Double swing comes through, and then unfortunately some miss spam. I mean, this is a very close defuse. It was a kind of good try, but I think the layered utility needs to be a little more communicated, a little more better, and if possible, Valen has to pull out in that 4v2 there, and they just played the objective. And again, here we go to overtime. G2 in the 5v4 man advantage here are going to end up hitting this bomb site. They do not expect 4 people to be here, which is fine. They're going to get the trades regardless. Watch how Com breaks this with the Phantom, and Mizzino peeks to bait for him. Very nice. I think they might have thought that he was the one who broke the flash at this time. Com's going to end up getting 2 here and people not paying attention. Now we're going to be reset into the 3v2. Wingman's getting run into plant, and we're going to let him do that. King is going to kill him and get traded out, and now we're going to be put in the 1v3. This really isn't terrible again. I don't want to try to sit here and shit on like G2 by any means. This was just a nice moment from Tex here. They did not expect him that he would be in this position, number 1, and number 2, he hit some nice shots. He's going to instantly peek out and trade, kill a half HP Icy, and then kill Leaf in a gunfight where he had the kind of like health advantage or like the timing advantage, whatever it was. What I would like to showcase is that this should literally be G2 jumping up and down, winning 3-0, but on kind of like the back end of their own mistakes and kind of like failing to close out moments where they kind of have the advantage. They're here now, losing 1-2, okay? But what did we talk about at the start of this video? Resilience and understanding that we play round by round, map by map, right? These guys aren't going to give up and be defeated. You're never going to see that from them, okay? They're gritty. They're going to load into the next server, and they're going to play the same exact way of Valorant. They're going to play fundamental, right? Playing together, using each other, trying to disrespect you any chance they can get, okay? And they're going to show us why they are here at this level and why, no matter how down they are, that they are not out. Exactly what we talked about is where we are. Okay, G2 are just playing their game, taking it 1 round at a time. They're doing a good job. They ended up losing someone early here, and they end up going back into this B site to play the 4v4, and now Jonah P is going to get picked off. So 4v3, okay, they don't have C-Link, they don't have Heaven Control, they're just stuck in secret, and they have a little bit of the bomb site. Okay, the blind's going to come out, causing them all to jump in. Tex is going to angle out here and start looking for this extremity player. He's going to see two people here, right? He sees the gun of Valen, and now he sees a second person. He needs to leverage, risk, and understand that in this situation, it is not a good idea to go back into this. I am so okay with him literally running to Heaven. Just give up this spot and run to Heaven. You can't really do much from this secret spot when it's planted here. If it's planted out here, okay, I'll understand why you stay, right? But it's planted in the bowl, okay, not the best position for someone playing that clutch. We don't really have front B pressure. We don't really have C-Link pressure, okay? It's definitely on your side. You need to take your time here and not do whatever this is, okay? He's just going to peek on random timing with no utility and no help from his teammates and die, giving them the into this round. Now we're in a 3v3, okay? Nade's going to come through to stop them from getting out of the main. Icy's going to get a 2k, and King's going to be left in a 1v2. Dart has first. He's off. Trent peeks. Time's low. Run away. And again, you give G2 opportunities like this, they're going to take maps off of you. It's exactly what we're going to see and continue to see. So what happens when you don't leverage risk properly? Okay, your situational awareness is poor, and you lose rounds on defense Lotus, you lose the map instantly. Okay, that's just how it plays out, unfortunately. Just take a look at this. 3,000, 5,000, 5,000, 1,000, 2,000. 1 ult, 2 ult, 1 off, 1 2 off. What's over here? 1 from the shadows, no money, no money, no money, no money, no money. Okay. You gotta be careful with how willing you are to lose rounds or let people, play like this, because it's gonna get out of control. Okay, this is how this snowball builds. This is what we're talking about in terms of losing the bonus. Not doing enough damage on anti-ecos, right? Losing gun rounds, 2 bonuses or bad buys, whatever it may be. Watch how easy this round becomes and this half becomes. Where can you play now? Okay? You want to play in C, you can't, you're going to get blown up. He's going to break the turret himself. He's going to move forward to this rocket. He's probably going to shoot it at the last second of the fuse in a common position. Mazzino is going to use his ult to reposition into spawn, which is good. He's going to get ready for the fast retake now. What do they have to deal with in the fast retake, you ask? The Killjoy ult, right? So Tether's going to come out here trying to stop the plan. The Killjoy is going to come down on good timing, trying to stop the flood from happening. Leviatán understand that they need to go right now. Valen uses a counter blind. There's 7 seconds left. You need to get all the way out to Mound to break this. It's not possible. You need to run away right now. They're stuck in a corner. They're running away. It's still a 5v5. There's still a couple pieces of util left. I see great timing peek onto a pre-aim. 5v4 with 2 players detained. Clock is getting low. Bomb is being mollied. They understand that's unwinnable, and they just have to back up. So again, this is what we're talking about in terms of snowballing and how to use ults to keep this going, right? Now, they didn't win this round, keeping 5 people alive, and they had 0. They're going to be able to bring these guns to the next half, but more often than not, you're going to see a different situation where all these people died, right? And now G2 is up 5-0, and then they're going to be against the Eco, and they're going to go up 6-0. And then, okay, on this round right here, okay, you're going to still have ults online, right? Theoretically, you'd have the Viper's Pit and you'd have the Fatal, okay? So on round 7, where you don't have 1 as Leviatán, you're still going to be going up against 2, maybe 3 ults with 2 or 3 of your own, okay? Interesting enough here, we're going to see this completely flipped. G2 end the half, winning 8-4 with a 6-0 start. Leviatán now have won 5 straight. They've won the pistol, they've bonused them, and they won that gun round using ults, right? So again, we find ourselves in the same exact position here, just flipped. We're now going to see a little indecision from Leviatán here cause a round loss, and the snowball to kind of end a little early. So as you can see here, okay, we're pumping A. Why are we pumping A? We want a reaction for Tex, where he might walk out and get a kill, or we can end B depending on what's going to go on. Okay, we're going to get a lot of info from this pump. Notice how we have the Viper orb here with the double mollies. What does this mean? That this was kind of like the weak side, and this is the delay side. When you aren't getting in on the weak side and the delay side in this meta on all maps, what's going to happen is the flood is going to commence, right? Before you even get set up, the raze, the fade, maybe even the omen have made their way over here, you are not going to get set up. So the call from Leviatán is going to be, fuck it, they're going to be really heavy A, right? They're gonna flood over there. Let's get ready to go B. So they're going to break the door, and they're going to try to pump B a little bit here, okay? A smoke's going to go through. They're going to shoot a little bit. They're going to make some noise. Now that they hear these rotations coming through heaven, they're going to say, nice, we got them to move. Let's go back into A now. Still a 5v5 here. They're kind of smoked and proud. Orb's going to go up. Jonah P knows that the time is getting low and he has the opportunity to make a play. Lockdown is going to be dropped. Suspecting they're going to go B. They're still going to stay here. Jonah's not going to get one, but he's going to do 115. Okay, the flood is going to slowly commence here. We have 2 detain here. Com trying to play to ruin the round or disrupt the round severely. 3v4 situation. And they've all pulled out. The bomb is planted for the outside. Valen uses his blind to get ready to let them come through the smoke and peek. Mazito's going to see if they're on. He sees and he pings. The Fade Ult's going to come out. They're going to miss the spray here. Bomb is halved. Mazito with a great 2K. And Valen is going to be able to sneak away with that clutch. So again, really well played from G2. Okay, understanding the push and pull. I like the call from Leviatán. I just think it was overcooked just a little bit on kind of like their playmaking here. With this ult coming in from Mazino, we lose a gun when they do tap, when they don't really have much left to work with. And Aspas stays alive a little too long compared to his teammates who have a lot of HP. So King kind of needs to abandon that play in the tree room. Okay, the ult's going to come in. We're going to ping him. We're not going to be able to kill him on it. Okay, now again, Aspas still sitting in the corner on 1 HP, not really helping Tex in this moment. Tex is going to die because of it. Mazino is still in front of Aspas, who hasn't done anything in this moment. Gets a huge 2K, and because of Aspas's passiveness, Valen is going to be able to defuse this bomb and win the round. So really need to see, again, 2 personal plays sacrificed there. King does not need to play the tree room anymore, and Aspas, you're 1 HP, brother. You need to do something before your teammates. You cannot be left in the clutch when you have 2 teammates who are full HP, right, and out of position to, again, stop that defuse from happening. You need to throw your life away. You need to help them. Nothing terrible here, but the main thing that I'd like to highlight in this moment is kind of like body language and what sound means in this game. So we're going to turn the volume up here so it gets a little louder. The casters are going to be a little loud. But what I want you to pay attention to is Com's steps when he plants and what that means in Icy or G2's brain in this moment, okay?
Deny this one.
Spike planted.
Satchel first, though.
Com is going to plant the bomb and he's audibly going to run away, and then we're going to hear a jumping sound, okay? This is really obvious from Leviatán once this happens, right? A full sprint from the corner where the bomb was planted into the bowl and then noise being cut, right? Super suspicious. Again, I don't really think that this means that he's going secret. I think that he's jumping up heaven here and taking a fight. Ice is going to be fully ready for this, and he's going to punish both of them here. So really well done. Rocket's going to be used. Remember, we use ults to win rounds. Because of that, it makes people, again, make a play and are caught out of position. We go 1 for 1 on the trade. 3v1 comes in. Another trade comes in here, and G2 stays alive. So you got to be careful with how quick you are to make a play like that in the setting of it, right? And what the sound you're making actually means to the enemy. Another 5v5 retake. We've seen this so many times in this series. Main thing I want to highlight here is the failure to deny the bomb plant with the amount of utility that we have remaining to do so, okay? So we're going to watch the Killjoy ult pulse here at the A site, understanding that no one can be in. We're going to plant for outside here, and we are going to fully run away from this bomb site, okay? Soon as they get ready to go, blind comes through, okay? Dart comes through, they're flooding. Com has to trade his tether so he doesn't die, and he's going to get out. So now we have 5 players who are out of the bomb site, okay? With 1 person in the tree room. Bomb hasn't been tapped. Mazino's going to take a little poke here and get out. Okay, now we're in the 5v4. What do we have left? Okay, we need to have molly lineups from these positions. Rubble, outside the door, anything like that, specifically for these 2. This is inexcusable that this bomb is able to be defused at this level. Mazino going for more as usual. Gets dinked and punished because of it. Molly going through freehand, broken. Dart going through freehand, broken. We have 2 swarms. We still have a snake bite, and these guys are defusing the bomb. We have to lay out what the defusal denial is going to be. Who has first, okay? Who has after that? And then what do we have remaining, okay? Do we have a swarm? Do we have a molly? Do we have a nade? Do we have something, right? What do we have? Okay, we got to lay it out and talk about it, because when we don't, this is the type of stuff that happens, right? What do we expect when we aren't talking about this and we don't have it laid out, right? The bomb isn't properly planted for spam, okay? We don't have an Odin to get that position. We have 4 mollies online, and we only elect to, or we just elect to freehand them. We don't have any lineups. We don't put them in good spots. It's inexcusable.
Yeah, much better post-plan. Now that the plant is better itself.
Nade has to be dodged around. Sees though there was that connection. Aspas, he can't hear any of these sound cues. Doesn't know if the player's going to be quickly approaching that position. Looking around, heads on swivels. They haven't cleared Aspas. Smoke, drop down. Jonah P. He's plucking apart the teammates.
What? What? Again, one more time. One more time. Aspas in the bomb site, tethered. Someone trying to hold his cross so they can't sneak up on him and kill him. Okay. Doors being opened. Okay, we don't have any counter utility left. Gotta make sure that we're peeking together in this time. Is my turret smoked off? Okay, what's going on here? I'm just checking the flank on 50 HP. King, solo holding. Gets killed on a double swing. Aspas still holding, saying, I can get first, don't worry about it. Mazita's gonna throw a one-way on the bend position here. They haven't even tapped. Okay, they tap. Instantly peek by yourself. What? They tap. Instantly peek by yourself. Aspas is in the playmaking position. Let him make the play. Use him, guys. Use him. Get off the mound, right? Let's have one guy maybe on the mound and 2 people getting in closer positions where they can capitalize off of him in the bomb site. If I'm Aspas, I'm fucking screaming right now. What are you guys fucking doing? Let me play. Let me play. I'm in a spot they don't know I'm in. Let me play. It's very difficult to defend G2 when they keep letting stuff like this slip. I mean, I just don't understand how many times they need to learn their lesson. Okay, most common thing that you will see the attackers do on this map, regardless if they win or lose the pistol, is go for this A main orb, play for this position, get it on one of the initiators, the sentinel, whoever they want to get close to their ult, right? What do we do when we're in this position? We use abundant amount of utility to deny any type of flash trap, any type of silly crap extension that can happen here, some nade trap play, anything like that. We need people anti-flash, okay? We need maybe a smoke on the ground. We need guns out, okay? We need people ready to not get caught off by utility. So an anti-wine dart is going to come out here. The one-way's put up, they peek with it, they hold. The orb tap is going to go through. We're not even like tapping it, right? We're just sticking it. We don't even like tap it to bait out the trap as the pack 8 seconds into the round. We just instantly stick it. No one is anti-flash. Okay, they're just double holding on the angle where the orb is. The flash is going to come through. They're going to get blinded or half blinded, and the triple peek is going to follow, and they're going to get knocked down. Are you surprised? G2 is the best pistol round team in the world, but they can't win a goddamn anti-eco. I mean, we gotta iron this out, guys. We gotta. I need a guy anti-flash. I need a guy holding counter utility if they do run a trap. I need something. Leaf and Valen are now left in a 2v5 with ghosts. Valen's instantly going to try to take a timing here. He's going to get 2. Leaf now left in a 1v3 with no bomb, no gun. Calm gets caught out. 1v2 situation. He's going to try to instantly reposition on that timing. Watch what they're going to do here, Leviatán. Leviatán are going to give him the bomb. Okay, they are less concerned about the bomb in this context. Why? HP. Okay, even though this is a 2v1, right? King here is 1-2 body shots to a weapon, right? He wants to be in a position where they can capitalize on the bomb being down. That is the objective that Leaf has. He has to slowly, meticulously clear out top man, clear out A main, get the bomb, clear out A main again, get into the bomb, right? There's so much for him to do. They're going to take advantage of that and reposition here, which is really nice. They don't hear him making any noise. He's going to jump up. They're going to keep walking, looking at this position. And they're going to get him here. So another thrifty one by Leviatán. Gotta clean this up, G2. Another 5v5 retake coming out from these teams. Shows the power of it. Shows how much you're going to be against it. Shows that you need to prepare and understand how to deal with it. Okay, attacker killjoy online. Asphat's going to go for a timing kill here. Smoke is going to land from Mazino. They're going to run out. Here we go. Knife lands backside, pinging if anyone's there. Omenalt's going to go in. We're ready to plant, set up. Found does such a good job of keeping his paranoia. He never wastes this. He is so good at greeting this. He is so good at holding on to it. And the reason that he does on this attack side ASCENT is because he uses this to counter the retake of the opponent. He will be in hell throwing his blind heaven, ruining your retake. He will be somewhere in B site throwing his blind market or spawn, ruining your retake. Okay, it's something that you want to steal if you're a controller player. 5v5 situation here, okay? Icy's trying to poke around. They understand that they don't really need to do a full-on fight here because, right, because he has the blind to stop them from coming out. Guys, we're going to be okay in sight. Okay, we're just going to need a little support from the rechargeables. That's all we got to worry about here. Flash and dart for us. Okay, we're going to get a bunch of kills. Okay, well, it's going to fade now. On the sound of util being thrown, VALORANT is going to rip this paranoia. He's waiting, he's waiting, he's waiting. They go for a flash dart. There's no spam to capitalize off of. Still waiting. Throws it. Instant reposition. Look at the timing of the utility. He's not instantly using smokes. He's not wasting his blind panicking. It's all calculated. Blind stops the market guys from getting out. The smoke he held onto stops the spawn guys from getting out. Now we can focus our attack potentially onto market here, okay? Flash is going to be sent into B main. All the help is going to be taken away. With that, VALORANT's going to angle out and stop anyone from getting close. Icy, nice shot here. VALORANT's going to get a quick 3K here in a second. Just knock everybody down. 1, 2, 3. They aren't even close to the bomb. Last man alive, Calm. Just going to have to try to save. Isn't going to be able to get out. An incredible attack round from G2. I'd just like to showcase the individual skill from the players here and how it helps them operate so well as a team. A well-oiled machine here. We talked about this once with EU. We're going to see it again with Trent. Okay, I'm not going to say that you can't ult Sova players, but you got to be careful when you're ulting Sova players, okay, because they're going to pull out the tricks. They understand how to counter the ult, right? They understand how to get around it. Watch Trent here. He's not looking forward, freaking out, right? He's taking his time. He's making sure he sees where the beam is going, and he's dodging it, right? He's going to do a big reposition here. Watch the supportive utility come out from G2. Look at Leaf here. Taking a timing on this molly, going down to about 30 HP, okay? Being able to come out and kill Aspas in this angle, not ready. Okay, he really is going to slow down their hit here, and with buy time for these rotations, this is really well played from him. He's trying to help his bomb site guy. Smoke is here. Flashes are now going to start to be bombed by Jonah P, okay? He's going to say, call for it, or he's going to say, it's on the way, get ready to peek, okay? Shot's going to go out for lane. Flash is going to be thrown in a couple seconds here. 3, 2, 1, pop. Trent peeks just a second early. Everybody here in lane is blind, though. It's no problem. Look at Trent just living. He's not fighting to the death, right? He's just living. He's just living back sight. He's taking little cheeky pokes here and there, and he's just living. And off of him, he is the joint in this operation, right? He's back here. Guys, you have to come all the way out and clear him. You got to come downstairs. You got to jump off lane. You got to get in this bomb site with me. On that timing, his teammates are flooding out and getting those backstabs and good kills. This is a perfect example of how to play the B site. After some crazy heroics and a couple slip-ups from G2, they've now lost the lead here. Okay, they're down 11-10. We're going to show another example of how to play this B bomb site properly. Okay, understand that Leaf wants you to take the fucking fights that suck. Okay, jumping down, having to jiggle, and having to clear him out of backside. He is the joint in this operation. He is their option to flood off of. When he's getting contacted, when he's getting to the bomb site, that's when we're going to start to come out, right? There's not going to be that much support for him, but he's still going to be able to live. Okay, just sitting here waiting for the flash. Watch the bad scaling from Leviatán here. Remember what we see from G2 a lot, okay? If this is a person, right, and there's a guy going before him, okay, this player here is jumping. He's jumping across. He's drawing the crosshair away. He's making it way harder for the enemy to kill him. We're going to see Mizuno just take a straight-up gunfight here and then counter-strafe into Calm, which lets Leaf go 2 for 1. Mizuno, we need you to sacrifice here. Jump out in the open. Say, trade me, trade me, trade me. Leaf's crosshairs all the way out here now. Calm gets to go 1 for 1 on this, and they get to plant the bomb. As soon as they get contact, look what's happening. Here comes the flood. You guys got to be ready for this. We're investing everything in getting this bomb down. We don't leave anyone up logs, B main, anything like that. Flood is going to be free. He's going to get 2. VALORANT's going to get 1 and traded. Another trade comes through. Time's getting low. It's uncomfortable. We're planning in a smoke on 40 HP. Nade comes through. Spam comes through. 3v1. We're crunching him. Dead. G2's back. G2 go full cycle here and complete their revenge on Leviatán, losing that best of 3 earlier in this split. VALORANT, Aspas again tying for that kill record. I mean, an unbelievable series from this guy. Something else I'd like to show here, coming down to the economy here. I mean, just take a look at this. 9 pistol rounds won. Absolutely insane. A 90% pistol win rate. Leviatán only got 1. Eco's 1. 20 ecos run for Leviatán. I'm going to say this now without just trying to disrespect Leviatán here. This was a 5-0. This could have been a best of 7, okay, and G2 Esports would have swept them 5-0. They played, I mean, not flawlessly, but to the standard that they wanted to on all these maps here, and the only reason that they lost Bind and Icebox was to their own mistakes, okay? Griefing a little bit in terms of getting ecoed, not using the advantage properly, wasting some ultimates, you know, whatever it came down to. I mean, they beat Leviatán on both of their map picks and the decider of Ascent convincingly. This team is dangerous, man. Again, I'm very confident that they are up with 100 Thieves for the best team in NA for a reason. That core chemistry that they have, that system that Valen and Josh have created, okay, it's very strong, and it's not to be kind of like tampered with or taken lightly, right? You got to have good prep on this team, and you got to understand what their strengths and weaknesses are, and you need to have a good game plan going up against them. Now, not trying to knock Leviatán here, but the more time this roster has together, okay, the more experience they have, the more they learn from these losses, the better they're going to become. This is a big sleeper team in this region. Obviously, they had a really hot start in this first stage here, and some people have now put some respect on their name, but I mean, this was a long time coming. This was a really great match to watch. I hope you guys have enjoyed this breakdown. Thank you for tuning in and watching. I really appreciate it. The sport has been crazy lately. We just hit 6,000 subscribers, so thank you all so much for that. I got way more coming. Make sure you guys are with me on Twitch as well. Link is down below. I watch party games when I can, and I'm going to be trying to watch party Shanghai and obviously cover all of that. So thank you again. I appreciate everybody who stops by. Comments. I read all the comments. Please let me know what I could be doing better or what games you want to see. And other than that, I'm out of here. T-Dug out. Deuces.